Hello and good morning and welcome to our Wednesday's Habi at Kape Media Forum. It's the last edition for November and we're happy to have very important guests and of course our media friends are around. And we'd like also to welcome our very active guests this morning. And of course, Davao City, we never stop. Okay, we'd like to introduce Mr. Ariel Nangasca, the Chief of the Business Development and Promotions Division of DTI 11, and also Mr. Harold Kibete, the event organizer of Pasko Fiesta. So after introducing them, we'd like to pass on this microphone to Iris.
Hello, good morning, everyone. It's nice to be back after weeks of no episodes due to equally important events, but we're back. So I would like to introduce our media friends present here today. We have Chuking Pandya and Jessa Torrefranca of GMA Super Radio. We have Rene Arias of Mindanao Lens, R.A. Colina of Mindanews, Gio Tanod of Mindanao Times, and Russell Vilociano and Bianca Luis Cu of Bombo Radio. Our facilitator is Ms. Marilyn Roque. With Minda, we have Francis Benny Dennis Op, Debbie, Philip, Karel, April J. and me, Iris. And of course, our partners, we would like to thank Ms. Shimi Caro of Ayala Mosta Brisa and Ma'am Bibi Montemayor and Ma'am Leda Jacinto of Habi at Kape. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Iris. And this time, we'd like to hear the very interesting opening statements from our guests. We'd like to start off with Mr. Ariel Nangasca. Your opening statement, please.
Yes, good morning everyone, and I'm glad to join you here in Mindanao Development Authority Wednesday Media Forum. It's my first time here, and I'm glad to see old friends. Ay, hindi old, no? Mga long-time friends, no? Like Miss Marlene here, and of course Harold and Direct Francis over there. Okay. This morning, I'm here in this press con to promote our Madayao, the Davao Region Trade Fair. This is the first trade fair of Davao Region, which will be held in Manila on November 4 to 7 at the Shangri-La Plaza Mall. So we're bringing in the best of the Davao region's products, food and non-food, for Manila people, and nearby provinces to experience, how it is to have this quality product from Davao region. So our theme is tradition meets lifestyle.
Okay, so it's not going to be here in Davao City, but in Manila. So we'll hear more about that after we also hear from our friend Mr. Harold Kibete. Your opening statement, please.
Thank you so much, Minda, for being so accommodating in partnering with the city government of Davao in promoting the many festivals or activities and events that the city is offering to all Davaoenos, and of course, including our domestic and international tourists. Thank you so much. And of course, we are celebrating our Pasko Fiesta sa Davao. So it's a merrymaking and we will be having a lot of fun. And of course, ang tema ng ating celebration for this year is Paskong Pinoy.
Okay, thank you, Harold. Very exciting. Madayon gyud ang Pasko dinhi sa Davao ug sa tibuok Pilipinas. So we're very excited also to hear the questions. We'd like to call on Gio Tanod of Mindanao Times.
Okay. Hello, good morning. I'll start with Sir Ariel. Sir, it's the first ever Davao Region Trade Fair, to be held in Manila.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about the trade fair po, sir? Like, ilan yung mga exhibits, sino yung mapunta doon?
Yes, okay. Since the area in Manila, particularly in Shangri-La, is quite small, so we'll be bringing in 27 MSMEs, but they're the best of the best in Davao region. So we're bringing in Malagos chocolates and cheeses, because Miss Chari Puentespina is a presidential awardee. So we provided them with a premium booth, no, where they can display their world famous chocolate and cheeses. Then we also have a coconut Philippines Pavilion. No, all our coconut products in Davao region will be displayed in the pavilion. 6 of them are bringing in their products. This time we focus on food, so we're bringing in the VCO, our virgin coconut oil, our suka na sinamak, the cocoa sugar. Then there's also this cocoa aminos and cocoa nectar of our producer in Davao del Sur, and handicrafts. And of course, our very popular Ayanas na siling kamayo, no? Yung sinamak, no? And spicy also na mga sauces. We're bringing that to Shangri-La. And since we're very excited with this trade fair, we're targeting 5 million sales for this 4-day event, and we're happy because it's Shangri-La. No, we're catering mostly AB buyers, and we're also bringing in foreign buyers, 25 of them. No. And we'll match them with our exhibitors and local producers. Hopefully, we can forge, no, mga negotiations between these foreign buyers and our local exhibitors or MSME. So we're quite excited. No? Aside from that, there are a lot of activities because we're also bringing in Miss Ma Anchua to perform during the closing ceremony on December 7. And for the opening ceremony, we're inviting mga DTI officials and of course, si City Mayor, our governors, our congressman to join us because this is the first, no, and we want to ask for their support, no. And Popert, he's a Davaoenyo, very famous, will be joining us to perform during the opening ceremony. So, meron pang fashion show si Musa, House of Musa, no, as part of the activity, and then si Sikwate will have demonstration dun kanyang chocolate, no, and Yvette's bags will have a demo on yung plastic straw bags niya, and Kaar Ceramics of Davao de Oro for the pottery. So, ang daming magaganap. Every day there's an activity, and every day it's really, no, it reflects of Davao spirit, no, very vibrant, very active, and of course, maganda yung mga produkto na ibibenta natin doon.
Yung products are mostly agricultural. Ang ano doon.
May food and non-food, no? But of course, we're bringing in our mga popular products here like our coffee, our cacao, no? Particularly chocolates, coconut. And then for non-food, meron tayo yung kay Musa. We also have we're also inviting Mindanao Pearl to join us, no? Para naman kasi Shangri-La nga, no? So I'm sure many will be interested of the South Sea pearls of Davao, and handicrafts, no? We're bringing in mga products, mga bags, and home style, no? So it's the best of Davao region, no? So we're sad nga because we can only bring 27. Hopefully next year it's gonna be a bigger venue na, so we can bring in more products kasi ang daming magagandang produkto natin dito sa Davao na hindi pa na tikman, no, or na discover ng taga Manila, no. But this is only the first, and we're hoping na this will be conducted every year, no. Maging institutionalized na to, trade fair for DTI.
Okay. Last
yung
question.
Madayao, the Davao Region Trade Fair.
Sige. Last question po. Sir, the reason why it's held in Manila is to showcase yung products dito to the people in Metro Manila, no?
Yes, and of course, we want also to expand their market, no. They already have steady market here locally, no, sa Davao, but we want to bring them to Manila to expand their markets, no, for the institutional buyers to see their products, no, kasi ang daming mga shops sa Manila, like our coffee and our cacao, no, we can provide them as beans, no, for the mga coffee shops sa Manila. And sa mga chocolates naman, no? And aside from expanding it to Manila, we're also targeting the export market, no? That's why we're bringing in mga trade associations from abroad, no, to look at and see our products, no? Baka magkaroon tayo ng book orders or under negotiation, no, for our products to supply like markets in Asia, in the US, you know, in Singapore, Japan. So we're very hopeful, no, na this gonna be a very successful na regional trade fair for Davao region.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Harold. Sir, ugma man daw ang opening, no? Tapos tayo ay Christmas tree lighting. So with the opening, sir, pila ang mga activities ang i-kick off sa Pasko Fiesta?
Regarding sa Pasko Fiesta sa Davao, we have a lot of lined up of activities for the celebration, and to tell us to inform everybody, we have the opening tomorrow, Danag sa Davao, pag-abli sa Pasko. So that will be at 6 o'clock in the evening. And we have the Panaygon sa City Hall that will run from November 28 to the 30th. And we have Peria sa Pasko Fiesta, that's December 1 to 25. And we have the Panaygon sa City Hall, that's December 13. And it will also run again on December 25 to 28. Then Slay the Stage, that's a Paskong Pinoy variety and musical competition. That will be on December 18. And then the usual Misa Dabawenyo on December 25. Siyam Kakadlawon beginning from December 16 to 24. And then Pasko Fiesta sa Mercado, Merry Mercado, that's December 26 to 31. Kasadya sa Pasko, December 15 to 20. We have Pasko sa Barangay, that will be, elimination will be on December 3, 4, and 5. And the finals will be on December 10 and 11. And then we have also Pasko Fiesta Food and Market Bazaar. That will be on December 16 to 18. And of course, you should not miss Banda Dasig and Parada sa Pasko. That will be on December 7. So that's one of the many highlights of the celebration of Pasko Fiesta sa Davao.
Sa list of activities, sir, na ay mga bago or same lang as last year?
Actually, we are ginapulido nato ang atong mga institutionalized activities. Some are like omitted, but of course, ang isa sa mga bago is ang Pasko sa Barangay. So this is also one of the many like good improvements of the activities of Pasko Fiesta, because ang main aim sa Pasko sa Barangay is that those people that are from the outskirts of Davao City who cannot find time to go to the city and experience Pasko Fiesta, especially the feel na Paskong Pinoy, they can go to their barangay hall, and then the theme is also cascaded there. So mapansin nato sa atong mga nagkandaiyang mga barangay halls sa tulo ka mga distrito sa Davao City, naghinay-hinay na pud sila og himo og mga kanang decorations sa ilahang barangay hall, because this is a competition. And then it is very nice because it will not only like highlight the celebration, but also it will give chance for those people who cannot make time to go to the city to experience Paskong Pinoy sa ilahang mga barangay.
Last question, sir, sa Rizal Park, yapon ang opening.
Yeah, the opening will be in Rizal Park, and of course, Banda Dasig will also be at the San Pedro Square.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Chuking.
Yes, kay Sir Harold gihapon. Sir, unsa ato ang tema karon sa ato ang celebration? Unsa po nato makita sa ato ang Christmas tree?
Sa Christmas tree, wala pa na ako nakita ang design. Siguro that is for the our City Tourism Operations Office not to like divulge to everybody. But abangan na lang nato siya because tomorrow naman ang ato ang pag-abli sa Pasko. So you will see basta for sure in line siya sa ato ang celebration sa Paskong Pinoy.
Paskong
Yes.
Pinoy. Sir, kumusta ato ang so far atong preparation?
Ang preparation nato sa Banda Dasig is very overwhelming because actually nagkaanam jud og kadaghan ang ato ang mga drum and lyre, drum and bugle marching band sa Davao City. And it's very nice because before there were only like a few schools and community-based na mga groups who wanted to participate because nagsugod lang jud ta sa 75,000 na premyo. And then after that, year after year, we improved it. And then karon duha na ta ka categories and we are giving more than 2 million pesos worth of prizes para sa mga appeal. That is why ang atong mga friends that are also, having great groups, labi na ang Pampanga and of course sa Dagupan, na sa University of Luzon, they really envy Davao City because daw kanang ingana kadaghan ang grupo. And that is why we also opened our competition not only to Davao City but to the entire neighboring cities, provinces, and municipalities of Mindanao. And we are so happy that this year, granting na nag-early cut-off ta sa ato ang deadline, we already have a total of 27 elementary schools competing for the elementary school-based category, and we already have a total of 18 community-based for the open category. So ang ato ang elementary is only purely drum and lyre. And for sa open, pwede kang marching band, drum and bugle, drum and bell. So you can like participate into the open category maskin pag elementary students ang mag-appeal. So exclusive lang jud siya na drum and lyre for the elementary school division.
Sir, clarify na ko, sir, unsa ilang mga madawat ani, sir, sa mga mag-champion?
For the grand winner, the winner will receive 250,000 pesos. That's followed by 150,000 pesos. And then we also have 100 pesos for the third place. And we have 12 consolation prizes of 25,000 pesos. And we will also give special awards for the best lighting, best costume. We have the best color guard and the best conductor. So that also would, each of the different winners for both categories will receive 25,000 pesos each.
Sir, nabatay mga changes sa pipila ka mga activities? Ilabi na, last year, sir, nakasinatitag heavy traffic.
Yes, actually nag-change ang schedule. Kung mapansin niyo last year, we had it sa mga teen na part. Like, if I'm not mistaken, that was December 12 or 13. Karon we have it earlier, so that's December 7. So this will also give ample time nga dili ta makipag dutdutan masin pag it will happen on a Sunday, it will not be on the murag kanang so-called Christmas rush. But murag na feel nato karon no masin pag hinapos pa lang sa Nobyembre, grabe na Christmas rush. Yes. So I hope na on this coming December 7, it will be done nicely, in order, and of course as usual, natay mga pasabog sa ato ang mga So we are very happy that we have a lot of turnout na participating schools, community based groups nga gusto mag-participate. So it just justifies na ang ato ang mga members and labi na sa mga schools, they are really, keen of instilling the value of music sa mga bata. So this is one way or the other, an avenue for them to develop further their hidden skills. So this is nice. Kay kumbaga, the holistic approach of developing a child is incorporated in this trust.
Sir, when it comes sa security, kumusta atong coordination sa atong mga security clusters?
We already had initial meeting with the Public Safety and Security Office headed by no less than, of course, Sir Angel Sumagaysay. And ato ang gihatagan og pansin syempre ang traffic scheme, and then asa dapat pwede magstay ang mga contingents. And then this time, because the Banda Dasig is also done simultaneously with Parada sa Pasko. So Parada sa Pasko, this is the lighted float parade. We are still the competition is still open for those interested float designers and decorators to send in their entries. I think that the deadline will be on December 1. Yes. And then after that, we will be having a run-through of the different designs. And then ang ato ang mga floats, i-display na siya karon dito sa may coastal road sa Times Beach Rotonda. dito i-display until 12 midnight for everybody to have like chance na pag dili sila makakita sa parade, I think they can still go through sa Coastal Road, Bonifacio, Taos Beach Rotonda para makita magkanda iyang mga lighted floats for them to have like photos with.
Ay, sir, kana day sa ato ang route. Naratay, sir? A plan, ana.
Yes, we will start syempre as usual and as always sa atong Rojas Avenue, and then they will go through CM Recto Street. So from Rojas, they will make a left turn going to CM Recto, and then right after that, they will go to Rizal Street. Yes, and after Rizal Street, they will go to Anda Street, and then they will just form their sequence sa ato ang San Pedro Street. And then we will start at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And pag magkilom-kilom na and then medyo dulom na siya, then that's the time that we have the grand showdown of the different contingents for the Banda Dasig. And of course, the lighted float parade will also be there joining the entire presentation. So more or less, we will be ending at around 10:30ish or pinakadugay na siya or even 10 o'clock, mahuman na ta.
Sir, nasayt nga ang Pasko Fiesta usa sa festival sa Davao City. O sir, unsang impact ani sa to ang tourism diri sa Davao?
It has a great impact because, people nowadays are so stressed. Yes, we are so stressed with so many uncontrollable things that are happening. Aside sa, of course, sa politics, we also have the typhoons, the earthquake. Gahapon nag-earthquake. Habang nag-planning mi kung saan pagpagwapo ang Banda Dasig. But nevertheless, every Filipino and every Davaoenyo deserves the chance to be happy and to celebrate Christmas no matter what. So this proves our resilience. Kung giunsa jud tapag unsaon jud nato pakipagbisog ba taliwa sa katalagman. So kanisha, this is a good practice for us to really celebrate and be happy no matter what, because there are so many reasons for us to be happy and to celebrate Christmas.
Sir, last question. Reminders na lang po, sir, sa ato ang public unsang dili nila angay nga dalahon, especially sa mga event.
Yes, thank you so much. So we are reminding all our viewers, if you wanted to kanang watch live, makita nato na siya sa San Pedro Square. Yes, ang ato ang parade will start from Rojas Avenue going to San Pedro Square. So we will start at around 3 o'clock. Kung dili mo gusto maintan, ayaw kabalaka, because we have the grand showdown starting at around 6 o'clock or any time as soon as magdulom na jud siya. And then we will end at around 10 o'clock or 10:30ish on that day. And it will also be live stream. So you can check that one sa City Tourism Operations Office and City Government of Davao na mga Facebook pages. And not only that, if you wanted also to see, you can watch either sa inyong panimalay or mas gwapo jud magkita-kita ta dito sa San Pedro Square para makita jud ninyo kung unsa siya kabongga. And not to worry para sa ato ang mga naa sa mga lagyong dapit no sa Davao City. Naapod tay mga display sa ato ang Pasko sa Barangay Hall, Pasko Fiesta sa Barangay Hall. Naatay mga gi-decorate na mga areas na sa mga barangay halls sa nagkandaiyang mga distrito sa Davao City. And of course, as always, we will follow the safety and security protocols that are always practiced in every social events of the Davao City. So that is, bawal ang magdala og mga liquor, mga bladed weapon, bawal ang mag-jacket, magpayong, bawal ang mag-hat as soon as you enter sa katong crowded areas. And also, pag may nakita, mag-report. Mao jud na siya ang atong culture of discipline and security and safety.
Good morning, sir. For Mr. Ariel po, unsa po ang economic priorities po or sa Davao Region na this year's Madayao Trade Fair na aim to highlight, and unsaon ni siya pag-align po sa DTI's broader development strategy po sa umaabot po na katuigan, sir?
Okay. Si DTI Manggod, no, we assist several industry sectors, no, and I'm happy kay ang ato ang mga sectors karon, they are organized na, no, na natay mga councils for coffee. There's also a council for cacao, for coconut, and other products. So our approach sa DTI is really value chain, no? We're not focused only on the product, but we also assist, no, from the production to the processing to the distribution, logistics, hanggang sa dumating ang produkto sa ating mga end users or consumers. And because of this approach, kuan gyud no, ni grow ang ato ang mga industry sectors, no. Our coffee is now famous, no, especially our coffee farms in Balutakay, no, and then we also have mga farmers na mga MSMEs na karon, no, and they're selling their products not only to local coffee shops but also to Manila, no, napud gani gusto mag-order sa gawas, no, abroad. Same with our cacao and our chocolate. So we in DTI where we identified 9 priority sectors, no, and that includes processed fruits and nuts, no, kana ato ang mga durian candies, mga mangosteen, and then we also have wearables and home style. So hopefully, no, with this trade fair, we will be able to showcase our different sectors din sa Davao, no, food and non-food, no, and perhaps, no, makakuha ta og dakong market, no, sa ato ang pag-stage aning ato ang Madayaw, the Davao Region Trade Fair in Manila, no. Sa tanan regions manggod pod, no, daghang mga regions pod, si DTI pod ang nangunguna, no, na nag-organize sila og mga trade fair dili lang sa ilahang region or probinsya, no, ngadto na pod sa Manila. Oo. So we're joining that trend now, no, of bringing our MSMEs to Manila, no, para makakita sa ilahang market. Although every year man pod, no, ang ato apong partner from the private sector, si Mindanao Trade Expo, napod siya sarili niyang trade fair na ginahimo. But this time around, for the Madayaw Davao Region Trade Fair, it's really DTI doing everything, no? So kita sa pag-conceptualize, sa branding, sa theme sa Madayaw Trade Fair, up to the marketing and promotion. So tanan DTI, no, ang among private sector partner lang ani mao ang venue nato ug ang ato ang contractor na nga naghimo sa mga booths, but other than that it's really DTI. So tanan mga provincial directors, si RD Romeo Castañaga, si ARD Rachel Remitio will be going to Manila, no, during the opening sarong December 4, no, and hopefully, no, daghan po tag mga local officials na maka-join sa ato ang opening program. And we're asking, no, our viewers, no, ato mga friends na if you have mga relatives, friends in Manila, please do, no, inform them that we have this Madayaw, the Davao Region Trade Fair in Shangri-La from December 4 to 7. And ang maayo lang ani because we're also bringing our fruits, no, so naatay mga exhibitor na magdala og durian, magdala og pomelo, mangosteen and other tropical fruits. So and this is new, no, dito sa Shangri-La kay kabalo na biya ta ang mga tenants dito, mga foreign brands, no? So this is really a big opportunity for us to capture that AB market in Manila.
Sir, unsa po yung mga major challenges na up till karon kina-face gyapon sa ato ang MSME scalability sa atong region, and unsaon ni siya pag-address para mamitigito na mga gaps po?
Yeah, isa gyud is logistics, no? Mahal jud kaayo sa nga tanan ang magpadala og product from Davao to Manila, no? So, and we're asking the help of our private partners, no, na ay mga logistics company nag-offer of help, no, na para mas barato, no, ang atong pagpadala nato sa atong produkto di lang sa Manila but also in our export market kaya ang uban nag-export naman. Second is that in terms of production, no, gamay pa lang sa itong mga MSMEs, no, or micro, small, and medium enterprises ang kayang supply og bulto-bulto, no. And we realized this when we participated in international fairs. Kaya kung kuhaan na silang order, mayingog 140-footer van every week. Di man in town nato na mapuno, no, ang 40-footer van, no? So kulang pag yun. So that's why we're asking the different sectors like mga farmers, mga producers na let's help each other, no? Kaya kami po sa DTI we're mandated, no, sa marketing of their products. So kung wala po sila ma-produce ng mga produkto, wala po i-market, no? So that's why we're helping na even other government agencies ginatabangan na po jud namo on how to improve our production so that we can meet the demand, no, ng ating mga buyers sa Manila or even abroad, no? There's really a huge demand for our coffee beans, for our cacao beans, no? And even our coconut, no? And they're looking at Davao, no? Kasi 'di ba, Davao is the chocolate capital of the Philippines, and Davao region is the cacao capital of the Philippines, and we're also number 1 in coconut production. So all the raw materials nalang jud diri sa Davao. If we can do processing, value adding sa to ang mga raw materials dinhi, mas dako ang presyo sa pagbaligya nato. So happy, no? Happy ang mga farmers, happy ang mga processors. So we're looking at that strategy, no, in developing our industry sectors in Davao region.
Last question na po, sir. As the year ends po, sir, unsa na po yung message nimo po sa mga local entrepreneurs po dinhi po sa ato ang region po to nagadrive gihapon through economic resilience?
Yes, we're happy because the LGU, no, they have these activities like Pasko Fiesta, which is an opportunity also for our MSMEs to sell more, no? Kaya daghan man tag mga bisita mo anhin sa Davao, mo witness sa mga activities ng LGU like the Pasko Fiesta. So, just keep on producing, no? Introduce innovation in your operation. And sa katong gusto nga magnegosyo, please visit our 54 negosyo centers in Davao region. Kay mao gyud na ang inyuhang kumbaga first stop kung gusto ninyo magnegosyo, no? And our very active business councils will help you, no, assess kung unsay himuon sa imuhang negosyo, no? Kung in terms of product, no, kung unsa pay kailangan, like kailangan pa ba na ay product development para ma-improve imong product, mapasok siya sa mga latest trends, no? Especially ang trends karon is going natural, no? So, and of course, the packaging and labeling. So, despite of na mga calamities natin, we're here to assist you, to help you, no? Daghang programa, not only DTI but other government agencies. And also MINDA, no? We're working with MINDA in promoting our different industry sectors here in the Davao region. Thank you.
Sir, for Mr. Harold, one question lang po, sir. Sir, kanang, what is the most significant challenge gyud na nahitabo po niadtong miaging Pasko Fiesta po? Nya unsa po imong mga lakang napakahimuon para dili na po to mabalik this year po?
Actually, when we talk about like huge gathering, because the most attended event Manggod of Pasko Fiesta is the Banda Dasig. Considering sa mga contingents pa lang, we already have a total of, if I'm not mistaken, that's 45 contingents. So times 150 per contingent. Tapos, syempre, mga bata man ni. So, ang 150, dili lang dyan na siya 150. Kauban pa nila ilang mga ginikanan o mga igsuon. So, more or less, mahimo siyang 1 times 150 times 3 or times 2, ana. So, it is really a huge crowd. The most important thing is really, murag, planuhon dapat nato siya kung unsaon pagpa-exit gracefully sa mga bata nga dili siya mag-cause og murag ka ng unsa tawag blockage sa mga streets. So as soon as the contingents would exit from the main showdown area going to Felcris Centrale, dili jud dapat sila mag-ung-ung sa San Pedro Square. Because the moment that we build up the number of people, kay naala may mga viewers and spectators that are already there, if ever the crowd will build up, then we will really cause blockage. And not only that, also traffic. So I think that's one also the many good reasons why we have the Banda Dasig and Parada sa Pasko earlier. Now it's like celebrated, or it's done like December 7 compared to last year. And we have a lot of things to learn pa as we go year after year. And we are so happy na kaning ato ang competition karon, like the elementary category is attended by 3 that is coming from outside Davao City, from Digos City and Tagum City. And also for our open category na atay taga Carmen po, taga Digos ug taga Tagum. So we have a total of 8 different contingents that are coming outside from Davao City. And siguro ang katong uban ang atong taga Malungon gi-invite nato sila because they also joined last year. Wala lang jud sila nakaapa sa deadline. So we are very very happy nga ang ato ang this is one of the highest award giving na competition sa marching band and drum and lyre in the entire Philippines. And we are so happy na maunang masulti na ako na siya because our judges are not from Davao City. Our judges are coming from the Panagbenga Festival, from the Sinulog Festival, from Cadiz, from Tagbilaran City sa Ulog Festival. So and even we are so also proud na kani ato ang Pasko Fiesta, specifically Banda Dasig, it is adopted by the city government of Tagbilaran. So naana pud sila supposedly gani mag-judge ko dito, but unfortunately magka same day ang ato ang among competition. So December 7 din sa Davao City and also in Tagbilaran, they also have their parada sa Kadalanan. So it's nice because they really dili nila i-adapt kung dili man gud siya successful. So we are so proud of our city mayor and the city government of Davao City na launching these kind of activities that are also kanang murag benchmark siya ba sa lain mga nagkandaiyang municipalities, cities and provinces for them also to entertain and to have something that is served every Christmas season sa ilahang province or sa ilang lugar.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you very much. And singit lang ko, wala tay rondalya.
Dili siya rondalya, ma'am. Koro sa Pasko. Yes, we have koro sa Pasko. That is, they already have their elimination. But I think ang rondalya, it will be, I am not very, specific with the details on how it would be like, how we will relaunch siguro, Ana. But I am not sure. It's for the City Tourism Operations Office. But it is, because we've done that before. And then also one good thing na kailangan nato i-improve is ang rondalya. Kay murag nagkawala ang rondalya sa Davao City.
Sayang.
Yes. Sa una is nagkaanam og kawala ang mga folk dancers. But it was slowly like reinstated by having the folk dance competition. Yes, and then pareha masin kaning Banda Dasig sa una 7 na lang ni sila kabuok. Nagsugod nga ang nag-appeal is 7 and then ang mga tagagawas is 10, so 17 silang tanan. But imagine karon nag-cut off tag early, we have 45. So imagine kung unsa ang growth na nahimo, and it's really something to be proud of na ang tanan mga bata di ay paghatagan nato sila avenue like what DTI is having na sila kanang avenue to give to all MSMEs na na kanang to showcase their products, also sa mga bata to showcase their talents. Then daghan because ang ilahan lang magud is murag kanang kulang lang ta sa kanang murag murag pakati para makuha nato ang mga participants.
Yes.
So it's nice, it's really nice, and we are very very proud of that.
Yes.
And not only that, ma'am, I wanted to share also that Davao City won the best festival director, and that is yours truly, sa isa ka Philippine award. So that is the Philippines Distinctive Men and Women. So I was so lucky. Actually, kuan lang ni siya kanang murag kanang gi-offer lang sa ako, and then I made a murag write-up on how we do events. And then unfortunately, kanang kulit manggod sila kaayo sa katanan. And then dili na lang siguro ko mo appeal ana. Ni siya dili sir, gamay na lang jud ang kulang. So gihuman nako siya after pila to ka times na sige sila tawag. And without me knowing it na kita di ayang makadaog. And I'm sharing it to the city government of Davao because along sa mga na-awardan, we have the Ambassador Albano also got that award, Vilma Santos, Maricel Soriano, Sharon Cuneta, Kirk Bondat, and a lot more. Mayor Vico Soto is also part of that, na gihatagan og distinction gani sa Philippine Distinct Men and Women recipients of Best Festival and Empowered Festival Director and Events Organizer. So we are very, very happy. Without Minda and the media, dili na ma-translate ang atong gipanghimo sa city sa tanan-tanan mga tao. And even when we went to Bacolod, they are very, very amazed sa kanang practice gani. Ang ilahang kanang murag kanang nakita sa Davao City is a culture of safety, security, and discipline. So mao jud na ang ilang murag feeling nila lisod gani gayahon. And we are very proud na nataana.
Okay. Thank you, kaayo. I was really worried about disappearing ang atong rondalya and folk dances na cambio na good ang hip-hop and all those. Ang tradition nato should be really carried along sa atong mga activities.
Correct.
Thank
Yes.
you. O kang aying. So, naalang ko'y question about, wala ni mo ma-mention ang halal. Are you including halal?
Okay, wala pa mangguy nga nakadaghang mga producers or MSMEs na naay mga halal products, no? Diri sa Davao. Only a few of them. But halal also is a priority program of DTI. In fact, for this year, we will be assisting 20 MSMEs for halal certification. And yung halal program ng DTI, nakalodge sa Office of the Secretary. And there are a lot of initiatives, no, for halal together with Minda, no. But some of our products, no, some of our exhibitors, no, mga halal products sila. Pero if you're talking of a special pavilion for halal products, we showcased that already during the BIMP Iaga Trade and Tourism Trade Fair weeks ago, no? So marami ring mga exhibitors from Davao region. In fact, tayong pinakamarami, no, na mga exhibitors na may dalang halal products, no?
Yes.
But we want really to na more producers, MSMEs will have their products certified halal because it's a growing industry, no? It's a multi-billion industry, so it's an opportunity for them to get a share of that market.
Yes, and just one last. And you mentioned our fruits here in Davao City, and I was surprised one time to know that we have a vineyard in Panabo. We have a vineyard, and the grapes are not coming only from abroad, but here in our city, and also the dragon fruit, which is already of commercial quantity. So, are you also promoting these two products, which are we previously very dili popular din sa atong city?
I'm so glad because our MSMEs now are innovating, no? And they also do product development, no? Eto, no, yung mga producers natin ng mga dragon fruit, no, if they can go value adding processing, no? But I saw naman good ng mga beverages na from dragon fruit, no? We need to improve pa in terms of packaging, and also of course, no, because these are beverages, so we need to get yung FDA, LTO, CPR na
Yes, yes.
certificate.
I know, because we were
for us to bring them to bigger market, like yung mga trade fairs.
Yes, I
Ito
know, but locally we have our guayabano juice, very popular now, and also dragon fruit, and we have a lot of mango. So we would like to popularize more of our fruit drinks rather than the soda. So,
I'm glad, no, Miss M, na madami na tayong, based on your sinabi, marami na tayong mga producers ng mga beverages, no. In DTI, we have this National Food Fair, no. Usually ginagawa ito February. And our plan next year is to bring the best of our beverages, no, our fruits here, the cheeses of Malagos, no. May bread pa tayo, di ba? We have a producer here ng sardo and mga special breads, no. We want to bring them to the National Food Fair kay gusto na ako ipakita po na these are mga products ng Davao Region na you can only find in Davao Region na wala sa ubang region.
yes, and we are very lucky to have our raw materials here.
Yes, oo. So, happy lang ako, no, na nagadaghan ang atong mga produkto dinhi, no. And DTI, we will assist them, no, to capture or seize that bigger market for their products.
Yes, we even have wines already, but that will be for the next time.
Our bahalina is a box office hit sa mga trade fair, no? Bahalina. Oh, we have bahalina producer pala din no?
Tuba.
Oh, and then na surprise ang mga taga Manila. Unsa man ang bahalina? So, yung mo na ang counterpart nilang banog ninyo, no? Dinhi sa Davao. And they love the taste of bahalina, no? So, and bahalina, imuha siyang i-mix with suka, then mahimo siyang drinks. Oh. So, napoy nag-demonstrate no, sa katong Coconut Philippines Pavilion nato, yung Coco Kusina, si Chef Risa, nga naghihimo siya og mga different drinks out
Yes.
of our bahalina.
Lahi sa kinutil.
Lahi po ng kinutil, no? Maybe that's one. Di ba healthy man ang kinutil?
Mahubog.
Oh, di ba? So, isa po natong tanawon, no? Because as you know, as we all know, yung trend karon is going natural.
Yes,
Sustainability, no? Circular economy, zero waste, gani. So, mo adapt ta sa mga trends karon, no, para mas mahali na to ang
Yes,
mga
we are
products.
praying for that. Thank you very much. Unya, we are running out of time. So thank you very much. We'd like to ask you for your closing statements, Ariel.
Thank you very much, Minda, no, and Miss M for this invitation. I'm inviting everyone and tell your friends in Manila that we will have our Madayao, the Davao Region Trade Fair on December 5 to 7 at the Shangri-La Plaza Mall, no, in Mandaluyong City. And we're bringing in the best of the best in Davao Region. We're bringing in our famous chocolates, our coffee, our coconut, no, and also our mga non-food like mga textile, mga handbags and mga home style items. So see you in Shangri-La Plaza Mall sa atong Madayao Davao Region Trade Fair, and we're hoping, no, na since this is the first time na himuon ni siya, every year na nagyutay ani nga trade fair nga himuon from Davao Region.
Is that on Facebook already?
You can visit our DTI Facebook account, no, for details. And we also have mga posters na out, no? DTI Davao Region Facebook account.
Okay,
Thank you
and
very much.
Thank you, and Harold.
Yes, thank you so much, Minda, for always supporting us in the many endeavors of the city government of Davao, like in providing quality entertainment to all Davaoenos and its domestic and international tourists. And thank you so much, Ma'am M. Thank you for the invitation also. So please don't forget Pasko Fiesta sa Davao. We have lined up a lot of activities and events for everybody. Yes, just visit Pasko Fiesta on Facebook and you will see the different schedules of the activities. And tomorrow will be the official opening of Pasko Pasko Fiesta sa Davao. And please don't forget, Banda Dasig, that is the drum and lyre, drum and bugle, marching band, drum and bell competition that will be happening this coming December 7. So we will start at 3 o'clock and we will be having a parade beginning at Rojas Avenue. Then that is towards San Pedro Square. And in the evening at around 6 o'clock, we'll be having the grand showdown of the different contingents and floats that are featured for this competition. And for you to have a closer glimpse on photos up close and personal of the different floats, then they are displayed at the open area at Times Beach Rotonda near the Coastal Road. So for more of the mechanics, guidelines, and if you are still interested to join, please visit Pasko Fiesta sa Davao Facebook page. And of course, all of the events of Davao City and Pasko Fiesta will be broadcasted live via the City Tourism Operations Office and of course, City Government of Davao. So maraming salamat, and please pray, help us pray for a very, very successful Pasko Fiesta and a very good weather for us to enjoy the activities further. Daghan kayong salamat. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Here's Iris.
On behalf of the Mindanao Development Authority, headed by our chairperson, Secretary Leo Tereso Magno, I would like to thank our guests, Sir Ariel and Sir Harold. Good luck on your upcoming events, the Madayao, the Davao Region Trade Fair, and Pasko Fiesta sa Davao 2025. It's nice to note that both events have a similarity as it both features tradition meets lifestyle and tradition meets celebration. So good luck. And also thank you to our facilitator, Ms. Marilyn Rocket. Thank you to our media friends present here today, our media friends monitoring online, our online viewers in the Minda Facebook page, our partners Ayala Most Abriza and Habi at Kape. Thank you very much, everyone. See you again next episode. Inviting everyone for a short photo session with our guests. Thank you.